Alright, I'm gonna wait until I get a few people in here, if any come. My Facebook's been trying to hide. Let's see. If anybody's on here, let me know. Oh, there's one person. Let me wait for a couple more people. This is regarding the Olive Hugh case, which is now a case after the discussions that I had this morning and all night last night. I have gotten barely any sleep, but I'm trying to get this out because a lot of people have been messaging me about this stuff with Olive. If you guys seen, I've been posting stuff and deleting stuff. I've had to clarify what I can and cannot share. But now that I know what I can share, yeah, I got a lot to share. Okay, we got 5 people. That's enough. So, everybody has seen the viral post that has been going around about Olive. Y'all know I'm real vocal on Facebook, especially when it comes to stuff like this. So I got involved and I started talking to people. Last night, I received tons of messages from women, but the thing that triggered my involvement is the fact that I received messages, screen recordings of at least 2 years worth of messages of Olive talking to a minor. In these messages, now you guys saw the one picture that I shared where he acknowledges her age and says, "You're always going to be 15 years old to me." That's not even the worst of it. This guy talked to her and essentially groomed her into making her think that he, a grown man, was her friend, to the extent that he found out where she worked, where she went to school, where she lived. He got himself involved with her family to where her father even trusted him. Olive had her entire school schedule so that he knew when he could meet her, where and when. I can't tell anything about the girl, where she's at or anything. I have talked to this girl personally. But me being a mandated reporter, this morning, first thing I did was reach out and start contacting people. I spoke with, I think she's the lead investigator for child internet crimes for our state. I believe that's what she said her title was. She's a wonderful woman. We had a very long talk. She explained to me that Olive came to her a few years ago. I'm sure if you guys follow Olive, do you guys remember when he made the post talking about how West Virginia State Police will not help or assist in any of the cases? Okay, well, she made mention of that. Olive came to her about a predator, and she was like, yeah, we'd love to help, but we need to have access to this decoy account because there are specific steps and things that need to take place for it to hold up in court. When she said that, Olive just completely backed off, decided that he didn't want to work with her, and instead he went to Facebook and told everybody that West Virginia State Police refuses to help, which is not the truth. They've been kind of looking into him from what she's told me for a while, but they've not had any reason to be able to legally investigate him until this information with the minor came out. After speaking with the minor, she did implore me to give the minor her information, have her reach out and contact her. So I did reach out to the minor and I spoke with her and gave her information. Unfortunately, this young girl has told me that her parents do not want her getting involved. They look at this as just a bit of drama. In her words, they don't want her involved in drama. They are refusing to look at this for the predator situation that it is. I'm not sure if that's just kind of denial on their part or maybe they're feeling a little guilty. I don't know. But they are not allowing this girl to speak to anybody in law enforcement about what happened. However, as I was speaking with her about 2 hours ago or so, she let me know that one of her friends was also contacted by Olive, where he was trying to find out where this, also another minor, lived. So he is actively contacting minors, which is why I'm going live. You guys see everything that's online, everything that's being shared. You guys can catch up that way. But what I want you guys to understand is that Olive has apparently been contacting minors and befriending them and using his platform as a way to gain trust with these minors to try to meet up with them. I don't know if anything has happened. Nothing like that has been divulged to me. I do know that this minor was smart enough not to meet up with him, thankfully, even though he was trying to meet up with her at her work. She didn't allow it. My worry is how many other kids are out here that are too afraid, because this little girl has been absolutely afraid to say anything, even though he has been making her uncomfortable for years. He is, just like we've seen in the post, he has made threats to her about defamation or suing her if she tries to say anything, and who knows what else. Now, here's the really interesting part about Olive. Nobody knows who he is. He's got multiple names that he goes by. We found an old GoFundMe from 2016 where he's saying that his name is like Javin or Havin, a completely different name. His ID supposedly says his name is Juan Hernandez. We found his Instagram, one of his Instagram pages. If you want to look it up, it is _hug. And if you look at this Instagram page, this guy, I have no qualms with the, I'm very much in support. He is dressed in a dress though, and this dress is not like, it's not like cross-dresser, it's not like drag, it's not even gender fluid. He's dressed like a young girl with his hair to the side, using a very girlish, prepubescent sounding voice. The dress is like a quarter-length sleeve dress. He's got leggings under it. And the title of this video, where he is dressed up as a little girl, the title of the video is Baby Tooth. If you continue to look out throughout the rest of his Instagram pages, he has pictures of nudes posted by women, which is very worrisome, because if you look in the shares on that post that is going... Can you hear me? Is it better now? Kai was trying to call me, so that's probably why. But if you look into the Instagrams, they have pictures, a lot of nude pictures of women. With so many women coming out and saying that he has been sharing their pictures without consent, I really want to implore women to go to his page or all of his Instagram pages. If you have dealt with Olive, if you have sent him nudes or pictures in the past, please look up his Instagram pages. I'm going to post all of the ones that I found below because he has multiple. Look and see if your picture is on there, because I've already heard from 2 women who he did not have consent to post them. They were sent in trust, thinking that he was a good guy or someone that they were talking to romantically, and they have been sitting on there for years. The things that he posts on his Instagram are extremely sketchy. Outside of that, though, the main reason I'm making this live is because, one, he is working so hard and has been since well before Operation Juicebox to hide his identity. There's a reason for that. No normal person goes by 4 or 5 different names. And again, this is prior to Operation Juicebox. Secondly, we all know now that he has been garnering donations for things like moves, bills, his dogs, when that's not actually what it's for. He told people he was still trying to move to West Virginia, and he was already here, still accepting donations, manipulating the people who believed that he was coming here to do some good work. If you made a donation, you have the right to ask for that money back. One of the GoFundMes, the one to help him move, is still active. So you have the right to request your money back. And the major thing, because now I have 2 and somebody just mentioned a 3rd minor involved, check your kids' phones. I am serious. Every parent across the state needs to see if their child has Olive Hugh, or Human, or any of his pages on Instagram, on Snapchat, and on Facebook. Because he is contacting them, he's finding out where they live, and he's trying to meet up with them. He's the only difference between him and the predators that he's catching. Like I said, I literally looked through 2 years of messages between him and this minor last night. I read every bit of it. And instead of acting pervy and creepy, he's just pretending to be their friend. And where we are younger millennials, we know how to talk like through the internet, you know? He's real good. He's real good. Oh, I'm coming to West Virginia to do some work. Would you like to be involved? Cool. Where do you live? Where do you work? Where do you go to school? What time do you get out of school? He is asking these, like, I'm shaking because of everything I read. It's so much. He knows how to play it off. And obviously he does, because he works with predators all day. The difference is that, again, these young girls trust him. They look up at him as somebody that they can trust. He's a hero. He's protecting them. And that's not the case, because if this man, at his age, he has no business meeting up with a 15, 16, 17-year-old who knows how old. Like I said, this girl was 15 when they began talking. It's now 2 years later when this is coming out. Please look into your kids' phones. If you find anything in your kids' phones, and I will post all of his pages that I have found so that you guys can see if your children has him. If any of your children has him as a mutual, you guys can check. I'm going to post the contact that I mentioned earlier in this live from the Child Crimes Department for the state. She's working on this whole investigation. I'm going to post her information. Women, grown women, if this man has shared your information or your pictures without your consent, you need to go to this woman. Again, I'm going to post her information. If he has made predatory threats to you, talking about going to get you, come after you, sue you because he's done something to you and you are trying to stick up for yourself and seek legal recourse, please reach out to this woman. They have been waiting for this moment. That's what she told me. She has been waiting for this moment. The woman's name is Jillian. She's really awesome, it seems. She's very much about looking into this as deeply as she can. She's not going to let this go. But again, the main thing and the reason that I am coming live, and y'all know I don't go live. I don't like talking to people. It feels so weird right now just talking to my face. The main reason is because of children. Any children who may see this, please know that if you are a minor, your information is not going to be made public. Both of these girls that I have come in contact with are scared to death to talk to law enforcement because they don't want everybody to know who they are. Olive has them scared to death that he is going to go out and file a defamation suit if they try to seek legal recourse for the fact that he's been trying to meet up with them. Y'all, talk to your children, let them know, like, they are minors. Their information is not going to be made public. But if they wait until after they're a minor to make a report, yeah, the information is going to be made public. And if he ever does see justice for this stuff, it's not going to hold the same weight without the contacting minor charges. You know what I mean? I really don't know with how many women are coming forward. And again, now 3 minors. I hate to imagine how many minors he's actually contacted and talked to. With the fact that he likes to dress up like a little girl and post this on Instagram. I truly cannot imagine. I can't fathom. I don't want to speculate. But we've seen enough. So again, y'all, I'm about to sign off. I'm at work. I gotta go work. This has been stressing me out since last night. Please check your children's phones. Olive is no better a predator. He asked them to send them, some of them to send them nudes. He doesn't care. And if you guys remember, at one point, he did make mention that one of the predators sent him child porn. And even the investigator brought that fact up. Like, she is worried about that, what he may have access to. what he may have talked somebody into sending them. Like, if I wish I could post some more of the messages that I viewed last night, but he is good at what he does. When he messages them, he says, "Hey, little dude. Hey, little dude." Every time he talks to her. "You're my little friend. Let me come see you. When do you get out of school? Hey, I'm coming to your town for some work." And the kid is happy to tell their friend, the person that they perceive as a friend, as a trusted adult, "Yeah, I work here." That could be your kid. These parents of this first child that I was made aware of, like I said, they do not want to cooperate. They don't want to talk to law enforcement. They consider this all drama and not the serious problem that it is. I don't want to see any other parents go through that. I don't want to see any other teenage girls see their parents not care, because they're going to get older and they're going to remember, like, my mom and dad did not stick up for me in this. They did not take me to go talk to a cop. The girl was very much willing to talk to somebody outside of being afraid that, you know, there might be retaliation. But after I explained to her that she would be protected, her information would be kept from the public, she said her parents didn't want her to. I don't want to see that happen to any other kids. Get on your kids' phones. If they're around the 15-year mark to 17, check their shit. If Olive is a mutual friend, check archives and messages, all of it, because he is contacting minors for his own personal benefit. To do what? I don't know. I cannot speculate. But since he does what he does for a living, and he's trying to meet up with minors in secret, away from their parents, at work, at school, after school, we can imagine. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. It is disgusting, but the most disgusting thing is how much people have trusted him and really thought that he was for the children, he was for the people, and he's not. So I'm gonna get off here now, y'all. I'm gonna post the investigators' information so that anybody, women or child, can reach out with their own evidence. And I'm going to post his Instagram pages that I have, and some of the names that he goes by, because again, he doesn't just go by Olive Hugh, he goes by other names, so he could be under different profiles targeting your children. So I'm going to post everything that I have here, okay? All right, y'all. I love you guys.